I found out that Finley had congenital diaphragmatic hernia when I was 20 weeks pregnant. CDH, or congenital diaphragmatic hernia, occurs when there's a hole in the diaphragm, which means the lower organs are able to migrate into the chest cavity. This compromises the lung development, essentially squishing the lung, displacing the heart, ends up causing sometimes secondary birth defects, and has about a 50% survival rate. We are fortunate that Finley is one of those survivors. She had one surgery at 19 days of life, then another surgery when she was 4.5 months old, and then her third surgery when she was 6 years old. That resulted in a lot of scar tissue in her body. The other thing with CDH is that there tends to be a lot of accompanying issues once you survive. That can be scoliosis because of how they do the repairs. There can be pectus excavatum and a lot of other developmental issues. Finley had been doing really well, but she just complained about these stabbing pains for a while. I would talk to the surgeon and they didn't see anything on the scans that would explain the pain, so they thought she was fine. But yet Finley, if she sneezed or coughed, would experience this thing that she called thumpy, and it went boom, boom, boom inside her body, and it was uncomfortable. She also noticed sometimes when she was running longer distances, it just felt harder to breathe. And so talking to another CDH mom, she had expressed that her child had gone to a different kind of physical therapy. I started asking around here locally if there might be something like that, and ended up finding out about IPA and visceral manual therapy. From the time that we came in, Foster right away knew what to do, was not surprised about any of the things that Finley was experiencing. He agreed that the scar tissue is probably one of the issues that she was feeling, and he was able to just really be drawn to the issues in her body, and just by talking to her, he would be able to go in and manually sort of loosen up the tissue. And really from the first time that she came, she experienced an increase in the ability to breathe. She just said it felt easier to breathe than before. She also has less issues with the pain. We are able to go longer periods of time in between treatments, and just a better quality of life. And so I really hope that other families that have had a child either with this condition or have gone through other surgeries, scar tissue can tend to be an issue that impacts a lot of these kids, ends up sometimes causing even bowel obstructions. And so I'm really happy that we were able to find IPA and Dr. Foster so that we can kind of keep ahead of things, and also keep her from developing scoliosis, hopefully, and just continue to help loosen up the tissues as she continues to grow and become a healthy young lady.